Hello! So, that whole temporary gunboat fiasco is over. They decided to ditch that. I guess what they were trying to do, what it sounds like, was check to see when you upgraded your armory last, and then see if that was level 8 or higher. So, I have not upgraded my armory for a long time, so they said, oh, clearly you're not level 8 or higher. I don't know why they have to do it that way, why they can't check your live base, but it's in the past, and they've apparently learned from it and all that sort of stuff. So moving on to War Factory, very, very standard issue. This shock launcher does not reach. These rocket launchers do reach. This one does reach. This is one of those ones that low-level players can get every time. No lasers down here makes for a very, very easy one to do. We'll get rid of this rocket launcher, and then we can just rifle Zooka clear this entire right side. Like, if you are not sure about your smoking ability, just clear this entire right side. And then it's pretty easy. So I'm going to get Everspark loaded. This layout is probably one of the easiest ones. Actually, it's if it's not the easiest, it's the second easiest. So please beat War Factory this week if you haven't before or you struggle with it. This is the one to go with. What I'm going to do here, let's see how much GBE these, how much health these have. So you could just BART out these rocket launchers back here. Depends on your Everspark abilities. These two rocket launchers shouldn't need to go. Excuse me. But we'll get rid of the ones at the back first, and then we'll deal with some mines. And hopefully, if all goes well, excuse me, just must have eaten. I ate too much of my kids' Halloween candy at once there, it seems like. We'll drop Everspark. We'll push the button, and we'll flare the furthest one. I think that's the furthest one. Might be a little bit mistaken there, and then we'll just try and keep our smokes ahead of her. Doesn't really matter if she pops out for a second or two. Don't really know where she's going to go, but I guess you do now that you've seen the path. There we go. Got the one down. Did a little bit of a Smokey, sneaky trick there. Gonna flare the furthest one now, and then we'll just double tap. So we know it's gonna target that other one right beside it next, so we flare away from it, push the button, and down. Down they go. 3 down pretty easily, only cost about 50 GBE. You might want to use an extra smoke there. I was a little bit sneaky tricky. And then we can probably actually... No, we can't BART that down quite yet. So, I mean, oh man, and there's no flamethrowers where those grapplers are. This is gonna be a treat for those players who are not comfortable with what's this called? War Factory. If you're not comfortable with War Factory, this is the week. Please get it down. I'm gonna put my extra GBE on these ones. Doesn't really matter at this point. I don't know if we're actually gonna get them down or not, but they are on the edge of the range, so we'll just waste our GBE over there, and then, let's see, 2 crates for an extra artillery, so I'm just going to drop my 2 boats over here. Probably lose some troops to that cannon eventually, but I just want to get 2 more crates so I can get 1 more artillery and increase our chances of getting the, as soon as that crate blows up, I'm going to drop my artillery. I'm going to hit retreat once here. There goes the crate, there goes the retreat, kabloomy, kablamo. Okay, that's it, that's all. I mean, pretty simple strategy. Lost 7 Zookas, but I think it's worth it to get that extra artillery. Probably a little bit overkill, but just want to show you the best practices to do this. This may not be... Ooh, is there going to be enough damage to get rid of that rocket launcher? Machine gun should get it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here, get rid of this rocket launcher, then I'll come over here and get rid of this shock launcher. All with the power of Everspark. And then we're going to have 1 shock down here. We're going to have 1 shock probably on the flamethrowers and stuff. You don't really need to get rid of the shock launcher, but I'm going to try and get rid of a couple of flamethrowers and stuff too. We'll see. So, Everspark coming at you. Let's go Everspark right into here. I'll drop my smoke into there. Push the button. I really hope this rocket launcher goes down. It's going to be close because... There's no, like, big damage nearby. So we will see. It's going to be a good experiment anyways. Then I'm going to line up my next smoke so I can drop it with Everspark just in the corner of it. Excuse me. Now, will it go down? It's Looks like it might. I'm not entirely sure. Let's get walking onto the shock launcher and we'll just watch the progress. It did go down. Very, very, very last second, but it did go down, so that's a huge, huge bonus. Now I'm going to mark this, and I'm going to do a double tap here, or try to do a double tap resmoke. We'll see how it goes. I'm right on top of a machine gun, so it might not go very well. No, it didn't come out. So, but the thing is, you don't lose GBE, so it's not a big deal. I don't have enough GBE to get the other one. Actually, let's get this one. Sorry, gotta change quickly, quickly. There we go. Did not have enough GBE to get both of them, so whatever. We'll just drop all of our spare GBE right in here. I mean, we're set up pretty well already. Now, if you're not comfortable, you can just clear that whole right side. But I'm going to drop troops right here just to get... I only need one more crate to get one more artillery. So I'm just going to try to get that without hit the first retreat. And the reason why I do that is just so that it's one less step, one fewer steps to get your troops away from danger. No troops lost. Bada bing, bada boom. Those rocket launchers will go down, it looks like. So we're set up. I think we're already set up to take this down. Like, let's see here. We've got one shock for this stuff right here. This shock launcher will not reach. The Doom cannons will take quite a few troops if we let them, so I might shock those. Don't care about grapplers. Flamethrowers out of range. Doom cannon will probably take some, but we can shock... Because we got rid of this flamethrower, we can shock that with all this stuff, if we so choose. Man. Now, this comes down to comfort level. You can clear this whole right side and just walk up there and take it, but I'm going to smoke up there and get it done the other way. This is only my third attack. Let's clear some more stuff, I guess. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, sure, let's clear one more time. There's absolutely no reason for this clearing attempt right now. But I'm going to do it anyways. Everspark, same spot. I always drop in that one corner because I love it. I'm going to flare the undamaged machine gun in the hopes that I can maybe double tap, but I don't think I'll be able to because she's going to be a little bit too far right, and she'll be at the very edge of her range. So we're not going to do that. No double tap on this one. Maybe on the next one, perhaps. We'll see. There goes one machine gun. We're going to mark these mortars because we want them gone. Push the button, get onto that machine gun. Did not get the double tap again. Man, I am losing it. Okay, so we're going to double tap here anyways because we'll have just enough GBE to get both those mortars, I believe. There we go. So mortars go down. I mean, we're down to no shocks basically at this point. No, there's a couple shocks, but if you really wanted to do no shocks, you might be able to do that with hookah or something like that. But this is the easy one. This is the one for you to get for your first time. Please, 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 if you haven't beat War Factory, please beat it today. Today is the day. Let's drop a little bit of artillery, the rest of our GBE there. I mean, it hits the core. We're good to go. I'm just going to smoke up there now. Let's get brick loaded because brick is bay. I think, is that the expression I'm supposed to use? Bay? Brick is bay. Let's go. Here we go. Coming up on attack on core. We've got no shock there, no shock there, no shock there. Probably a shock here just to save some troops. And then probably a shock. Well, I'm going to just do... I'll do 2 shocks. Actually, no, I'll do 1 shock. Let's do 1 shock. I'm just going to shock this stuff by core, and we'll just hit core. I mean, there's no sense doing anything ridiculous or crazy. I'm a little bit nervous about this laser, but I'm just going to drop, and we'll find out here shortly if that laser is going to be a problem. No, it's not. So, 1 smoke drop, nice long flare path up and about. Gonna gap a little bit by the stuff, not by the machine gun though. Please, please don't gap by machine guns. You'll have a bad time, I promise. I'm gonna do 2 smokes up here. Probably don't need it, but we've got tons and tons and tons of GBE. I think I flared a little bit too far back. I'm gonna move in a little bit. Flare core, 1 shock. Losing troops to doom cannons like crazy, I'm sure, but that's okay. Just because we're here for the cake. Here's a pie. Everspark, I mean, Brick dies. You see how fast those doom cannons took out our troops? Definitely, definitely worth shocking some doom cannons down in and out and about. But I mean, that's a 1 shock core hit, and you can probably do it twice, maybe 3 times, depending on your level. There's going to be so many solos on this, it's going to be ridiculous. Use Bullet, use Bullet, use Brick, whatever. I mean, so easy this week. Hopefully you get that down. If it's your first time taking it down and you're like level 37 or 35 or 62 for that matter, whatever, let me know, because this is the one. Clear the whole right side with Rifle Zooka if you must, or just smoke up there and crush it. Either way, that's it. That's all. No temporary gunboat abilities for you, or me for that matter. So, that's it. I will catch you tomorrow.